John asking, what's the plan with Hyatt? Is he staying now that we have a QB who has moonball throws? I'll say this. I think that the notion of trading away Jalin Hyatt is a little silly because the Giants finally, first of all, what's he worth? I'm not sure it's a whole lot. Second of all, I like depth at the playmaker positions. We've seen a lot of wide receiver injuries on the New York Giants. Even last year, we had some injuries when Malik Neighbors missed a couple games with a concussion, and Darius Slayton has been injured in the past. Wandale has been injured at times in the past. I think the Giants should be adding depth to this wide receiver room, and I think at the very least, Jalin Hyatt is a good depth piece with some speed. Maybe he develops into something more. It's totally possible. I'm not going to discount him, but I just don't want to see the Giants take whatever depth pieces they have and trade them away for pennies on the dollar.
He's not worth anything at this point. You might get a 6th-round pick for him. He's not worth anything at this point. So, yeah, I agree with you. I think you keep him on the team, and we'll see if he even makes the team. I'm predicting he will, but I don't think it's a lock. The Giants may draft their wide receiver in this class, say late day 2. They brought in a lot. We've talked about that. They brought in a lot of wide receivers in free agency. I think he will make the team, but it's not a lock. But I'm not for trading the guy because you're not going to get anything for him. And maybe with Russell Wilson, who is known for the moon ball, he throws a very high, deep ball. That's always been his MO. It gives Jalin Hyatt, one of the fastest guys in the NFL, an opportunity to get under it. Maybe he develops more of a role with a quarterback that's better suited for his skill set. So, we'll see. I don't think he's going to start. They paid Darius Slayton for a reason. They clearly don't believe in Hyatt at this point. Otherwise, Darius Slayton wouldn't have been brought back. I think that was the initial plan when they drafted Hyatt, to replace Slayton with him. It hasn't worked out thus far. But you can't get anything for the guy at this point. So you might as well keep him and hope he could develop into more.
Yeah, I think you got to keep him just for the depth aspect at this point and just to see what he's capable of doing in camp. Even if he's with the twos and Jameis Winston is going to give him the opportunity to catch a deep ball here and there too, at least throughout camp and probably preseason. So I think it's worth just keeping him for now and seeing what happens. If they draft another wide receiver, which I think they probably will at some point, then again, you just have more depth there. We always deal with injuries every single year. So the more the merrier from the wide receiver angle. And, you guys talked about his speed. That is one of his strengths that we just haven't really been able to see yet. And he did put on some weight this offseason. So I know that was one of the complaints too, that he was pretty slight. So I think I saw that he put on like 10 pounds. So we'll see if that, I hope it doesn't affect his speed, but we'll see if that makes any difference for him this year.
Yeah.
Well, he's definitely had some trouble fighting through contact. So I think he could afford to add some extra muscle to his frame.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.